Hey guys, it's Christy and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we have an all new project pan update. So before we get into it, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's get into it. I cannot believe we only have a few more updates before the end of this project. I am so excited to see where we are at the end. But first up, the Mercier blush. I feel like there's a bigger dip. I really do feel like there is a bigger dip than there was when we first started. I'm at a point though where I'm not sure. I think all I want is to hit pan on this blush. So I need to try a lot harder to hit pan. I think the issue is that I do have so many blushes in my collection that I tend to reach for other options and then don't use this as much as I should for somebody who is trying to use up a blush. So I really do need to focus on this a little bit more in order to get it used up. This one has been in the project from the very beginning, so I am really just hoping to at least hit pan on this before the end of the year. I do feel a little bit discouraged, but at the same time, I'm very motivated. I think I can do it. Okay, another product that I kind of forgot to use this month is my Lawless Forget the Filler Definer Liner. I know we're actually really close on this one. It's just that I kind of forgot to use it. And I think part of the reason is because it is getting kind of small that I don't see it. So I need to remember to use this more as well. These two I need to use more. This I know I super love, and I should have actually used it today, but I've been forgetting. So I do need to use this a lot more. It is a favorite of mine, so there's really no difficulty using it. I literally just completely forgot this month, so nothing to see here. Moving into my MAC Fix Plus, I also didn't use this one as often as I should have, but we have made a little bit of progress. Just a little, not much. But I do feel good considering we started here, and this was one that just came in maybe May or June. Yeah, it could be done by now, but we have made progress, so I am happy with that. I'll keep using it. I do love this one, so it's really not an issue to use. Okay, so the next three products are ones that are really hard to tell where I'm at with them because I keep laying them down on their sides. But the next product is my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. So this one we started, I believe, up here. The lines were off, but I can kind of see it a little bit. Then we went down to here, and when I measured today, we were up here. And then, of course, I dropped it, and now it's all over the sides. The only thing with this one is I'm kind of wondering if it's gone off a little bit because it does have a slight paint thinner scent to it. So I'm not 100% sure if it's still good or if it's gone off, but I am going to keep trying to use it up, keep trying to finish it. It's just that I do have some newer ones in my collection that I'm really excited about using, so I don't want to use this, but I am going to try because I do want to get it used up. It is a good concealer and I don't really want to waste it if I don't have to. Okay, my NYX Brow Glue. So this one is kind of really well dispersed. I was trying to track it, but this looks like it is definitely getting pretty worn. This one I'm so sure I can finish by the end of the year. I did recently just test out the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Fix and I am in love with it. So now I'm even more motivated to get this one used up and done. I really do like this. It's definitely a super hold, but I do prefer the Charlotte Tilbury because it's not as finicky and it doesn't turn my brows kind of crusty, which this one can do if you're not careful and you use too much. So I'm definitely motivated to get this one used up. Hopefully you can tell, like my tally isn't very accurate anymore just simply because it's been laying down. I hope you can tell how much flatter and thinner it is, so it's definitely getting a ton of use. So I'm hopeful that we can make some really good progress on this one. The next product is my Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. So this one is another one that got a little bit shaken up, but I did use it quite a few times this month, and when I did measure it, it was down to here, which is some progress. I really do love this foundation. This is a really great full coverage foundation. It looks so good on the skin. It's really beautiful. I love it. I used it quite a few times this month. Maybe not as often as I should have because it is pretty full coverage and I don't need that for every single day. but I do really, really like it. It's just that my favorite is that NARS foundation, so I want that every single day. But this is a close second. It's a really, really beautiful foundation. I feel very flawless when I wear this, but I've definitely made some progress, and this is one we're definitely going to be able to finish up before the end of the project for sure. All right, my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So I feel like we made a little bit more progress on this one. I feel like the pan is definitely getting larger. Sometimes it's hard to tell when I'm just looking at it, and sometimes I really need to see those side-by-side photos to kind of help me figure it out. But I think we are making some good progress. I know we've got huge progress since this one was first introduced at the beginning of the year. We've got a huge pan in there now. I don't think this is one I'll be able to finish, but I think I would like to expand the pan around here a little bit more, have a little bit larger of a chunk out of the center of the product. Just to really get some good use out of this. I'm not sure if this one will roll into next year or I will pick a different one to work on, but I really do love, love, love this bronzer, so this has been fun to use every day. And I think we've definitely made some really good progress on it, and I feel good that we have such a large pan considering when we started with this one at the beginning of the year, I didn't have pan at all. Next up is my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. So this is another one I've been working on from the very, very beginning, and it's definitely seen better days. So this one is definitely starting to get cracked, which tells me it's just it's getting dry. I could probably pop in a little bit of oil and kind of mix it in to maybe make it a little more emollient, but it's not so dry that it's dragging on my lids when I go to use it. So for now, I don't mind. I'm just going to keep working with it as it is. I don't think I'll be able to use up the entire thing before the end of the year, but I think if I don't, it's going to need to be tossed just because it is getting pretty old and dry. But I think I can use a lot more of this before the finale. I think we can do it. I think we can use a lot of this. I do try to use it every time I do my eyeshadow, so we will keep working on it. I'll keep trying. I'm sure we can. I'm sure I can use up a good chunk of this before the end of the year, and then I'll have to decide then whether I want to keep trying to finish it up or toss it. And the last product is one that we have made such good progress on, and I'm so proud of the progress on this one. This is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Powder. This is another one that did not have any pan when we first introduced it to the project, but look at it now. This is so much progress. So I've been using this to set my eye primer, I've been using it to set my face, I've just been using it to do all of the things in the spirit of getting it used up, and I think we're doing a really great job. I am so proud of this one in particular. I know I'll be able to finish this one up for the end of the year. I'm completely confident. My only thing that might be slowing that down is I am absolutely in love with the new Charlotte Tilbury translucent powder. It's so good. So I'm gonna have to be careful and be very mindful to reach for this one all the time. This is a great powder too, but I really super love that one, so I'm gonna just keep working on it. I'm very motivated to finish this one, especially because we are so close to the end. And that is it. That is our update for the end of August. I feel like the products where I have seen progress, I've seen a lot of progress. And then the products where I haven't seen anything, I seriously haven't seen anything. So it will be really interesting to see where we're at by the end of the year. And I think as we get closer and closer to the end of the year, my monthly updates I'm a little more excited for, especially just because, like, how are we doing? Although I am feeling a little more pressure to hit pan on some of these. So that is it for me today. Thank you so very much for watching. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you go. I do upload at least 3 new videos every single week. Thank you again so very much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!